Hello and welcome back. Today I have some disappointing products to share with you, and they're such odd videos to do because I obviously have them here because I feel quite strongly about them, but it doesn't mean for a second that they're bad products. It's just that mostly they're not what I expected. So I'm going to start with actually the one that sort of my heart ached because I was so disappointed is the Balm Balm Frankincense Deep Cleansing Balm. It's thick and it's nourishing. It's very lightly scented with some essential oils. I can hardly smell anything. And you just massage it in, and when you take it off, I just use a regular face cloth. It takes off everything with it. It's just a phenomenally good cleanser. But I had it open for about, I actually went and counted. It was open for either 7 or 8 weeks. But by the last week, there was mold in the lid, and that's just not cool. I checked the packaging. It says there's a little lid that says you should use it within 12 months of opening, which is perfectly reasonable. And I don't believe for a second that an organic product has to stand back for a conventional product. So I was just very disappointed with that. It did stand in my shower, full disclosure, but all my cleansers live in my shower, and I mean 7 or 8 weeks in the shower in autumn, I seal it well. There wasn't any water in the product. It just, yeah. The second one is, I think I'm going to be stoned for this, but Lush Rose Argan Body Conditioner. So first off, I do believe that it was good for my skin, but there were just too many things that I didn't like about it. The smell is really sickly sweet, and I remember in the shop choosing the one that was least sweet, so the others I can't even imagine. And I need to use quite a lot of it and I just use it on my upper body because that's sort of my problem areas. My shoulders and my arms and my upper back gets quite itchy. Used quite a lot. I think, I don't know, I got maybe 10 or 12 uses from this, and then it's quite faffy because I need to tie my hair up and get it out of the way because you can sort of feel it's quite sticky when you just as you rinse it off. And then because it's so expensive, I feel that I have to faff about with it. I get out and I think I can't possibly dry off now. I need to pat dry, and I know it has many beautiful natural oils in there, but then I think I'll just use Nivea In Shower Moisturizer. It's $50. If I rub a little bit off with my towel, it's fine. I just find for the price especially, I don't know, I'm not convinced. Skincare, it's just another product there's nothing wrong with. I just don't get it. They're in Flash Rinse 1 minute facial. They were out of stock, so they sent me I think 5 or 6 of these little travel sizes, and it just doesn't seem to do much for me at all. And I think Ren is my favorite brand for face masks in general. The Glycolactic and the F10 face masks are, I think, probably my all-time favorites. I just don't get this. I don't see anything. It doesn't seem to do much. I just know it has so many fans, but it's just not for me. Another skincare product is Dermalogica Super Sensitive Shield SPF 30. Again, I like the actual product, but there was a big problem with the packaging. So it comes with a nozzle that you're supposed to sort of squeeze the bottle, and it should come out with a nozzle. But the product was too thick for the nozzle. So I ended up taking the nozzle out, which left like a gap this big. And I thought, okay, I'll just pour it out. But it became such a mess. This bottle is nasty. It's all grabby. There's sunscreen everywhere. I don't want to use the rest of it now because I found an eyelash in it the other day when I poured some out, and I just thought that's not very hygienic, is it? So I'm going to toss it now. I suppose it's not entirely their fault as they didn't tell me to remove the nozzle, but the stuff didn't come out. The first time I squeezed the nozzle, the entire nozzle just flew off and there was sunscreen everywhere, and from there on I tried again and just the liquid just didn't want to come out. So yeah, just bit of a packaging fail, especially for a product in that price range. It's not what I would expect. Then onto a completely different price range. And again, I don't know, this seems to happen a lot with sort of hype products that are favorites of other people. The LA Gold Pro BB Cream. Um, I bought the shade Fair, and um, if I apply it in a thin layer, it just doesn't do much. I can just as well, I might just as well leave it then and not apply anything, because it does, it's a thin-ish liquid and there's not much coverage. And then if I apply sort of a thicker layer and I start blending it with a brush especially, then it oxidizes so badly, especially in my hairline. It becomes like a bit of a mustard color, which unfortunately is a bit of a problem, especially with budget brands. So yeah, I think it might be the shade. I think if you're in the medium shades, you probably won't have that problem. The last one has been my biggest eBay purchase ever. I spent so much money on this and then it was just so disappointing. It's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush Palette, and the colours are beautiful, but it's not very ambient lighting. I just found it's not very luminous at all. I was expecting quite a glowy, radiant, almost maybe shimmery type of blush. And I did look at so many swatches, and it's mostly my own fault because I so badly wanted this. I imagined these glowing cheeks that I was going to have, and in the end it just, I think again it's a skin shade thing. I think if your skin is darker, the pink, it would be more balanced. There would be less pigment showing and a bit more of the glow. But yes, so disappointed. So I use them now, but I'll still apply highlighter over them to just make them a bit more luminous. So I'm really, really sad about all the money that I spent on that. So fortunately, that is it for disappointing products. If I look at the volume of products that I test, I'm very happy that there aren't that many that are duds for me. My last two videos were favorites and empty, so there are links in the description box if you would like to check those out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll chat to you again soon.